again, come down to your mat, find yourself comfortable here. Settling into your seat, maybe rock side to side just a bit. Rooting those sits bones down to your mat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Allow your belly button to start to pull towards your spine a bit. Chin slightly tucking. Crown of your head softly pulling to the sky. Beginning to settle into your physical body. Noticing the space around you. Noticing your outside world to begin. Closing your eyes. Becoming aware of those sounds in your space. What's going on in your home. And slowly beginning to allow those sounds to fade away. Beginning to shift your focus inward. Beginning with your physical body here. Noticing how you feel today. Noticing what you're carrying in your body. Maybe taking a subtle shift or motion anywhere that you feel active or tense. Allowing it to soften a bit. Beginning to move your awareness to your thoughts and your emotions. How you mentally feel here at the midpoint of this week. Noticing what thoughts are pulling at you. And beginning to allow them to settle, to perhaps fade away a bit. Beginning to move your focus to your breath. Settling into your inhale and your exhale. Noticing how they feel in your body here. Beginning to deepen your breath. Finding that deep, intentional inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, roll yourself back to cat, tucking your chin. On your inhale, rocking yourself forward to open to cow. Taking this movement with your breath. Beginning to make space in the body. Coming back to a tall, neutral spine. Place your right hand back behind, left hand to your right knee. Inhale tall, exhale, take that twist. On your next inhale, bring yourself through center. Take the left hand back, right hand over. Inhale tall, exhale twisting. Inhale back to center. Right hand to the mat next to you, left hand reaching high. On an exhale, take that full to your right. Allow your elbow to bend, that shoulder to drop from your ear. Take your gaze up to the ceiling. Left hip is rooted to your mat here. Next, inhale brings you through center, dropping the left hand to the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, over towards your left. Allowing that elbow and shoulder to drop from the ear. Gaze up. Right hip roots to the mat. Next, inhale lifts you through center, exhaling the arm down. Come back to some cat-cow for a moment. Back to a neutral spine. Bring your legs out long in front of you. Coming into staff pose here. Hips to your heels, pressing down, pelvic bone to the crown of the head, reaching up. Hands at the thighs or the sides of the body, elbows and shoulders tucked back if the hands are on the mat. Breathing deeply here, press out through those active feet. Next, inhale, arms reach high, set up a little taller. Exhale, take a forward fold, allow your hands to fall wherever they may. Gaze is towards your knees. Allowing a subtle bend to the knees if your body needs it this morning. Next, inhale, lifting yourself up and out. Bring that right foot into your left thigh. Coming in for Janu Sirsasana. If you notice that this knee is lifting, if you need to slide a folded blanket or a prop of some other, you can even roll your mat up and tuck underneath there if you need something. Centering your body over that left leg. On an inhale, arms reach high. On your exhale, take your fold down that left leg. Allow the hands to fall wherever they may. Next, inhale, lifting yourself up. Moving to the opposite side, right leg extends. Left foot into that right thigh. Setting any props you may need for the knee. Inhale, arms rise high. Find that length in your spine. Exhale, find your fold. Next, inhale lifts you up. Bring the soles of both of your feet to meet. Coming into bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Interlace the hands around your feet. Rock back and forth across your hips here, settling into this posture. Remembering to bring those heels a little closer to the sits bones if that feels comfortable. Allowing the knees to fall open. Sitting up nice and tall from your tailbone through the crown of your head here. Find that length in your spine, belly button pulling towards it. On your next exhale, if it feels right for your body this morning, begin to hinge forward slightly at the hips, allowing the elbows to press to the calves if that feels good. Opening up, being mindful of your body and your breath in this hip opening. Next, inhale lifts you back up. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat, knees bent. Sit back on your sits bones a bit here. Taking that tilt of the spine, allow your heart to lift up. Moving into boat pose, Navasana. On an inhale, let the feet come off the mat. Keep your hands behind the backs of your knees this time. Taking this beginning boat pose, heart lifting, spine long. Next, exhale, let the feet come back to the mat. Roll yourself over your knees. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. Maybe a bit of a rock side to side. Coming back to a neutral spine, setting yourself back up. Hinged back on those sits bones, heart lifts. This time, coming into your boat pose, let your legs come up, bring the hands away. Breathing deeply here. Next, exhale, drops you out. Take that hug forward. Rock yourself a bit. Back at a neutral spine. Find your way to tabletop, hands and knees. Taking some cat-cow when you arrive. Back to a neutral spine. Bring your right hand in front of your left. On an exhale, let your hips drop back towards your right heel. Allow your head to be heavy. Taking this variation on child's pose. Inhaling back up to table. Left hand in front of your right. Exhale, hips drop to the left this time. Inhaling up to table. Next, inhale, extend your right leg long behind you, pressing out through the sole of the foot here. On an exhale, drop those right toes to your mat. Press back through the heel, find that calf stretch. Turn and plant your right foot behind your left, centering your weight into that left hand. Inhale, right arm sweeps high, finding your side plank on the knee here. Take a bend to that left elbow, coming into cactus arms on top here. Lift the heart just a little higher to the ceiling. Next, inhale, extend that left arm back to the ceiling. Exhale, drop yourself back down to tabletop. Take some cat-cow. Back at a neutral spine. Extend the left leg back this time, pressing out through the sole of your foot. Exhale and drop your toes to the mat. Press back and find that calf stretch, pressing through your heel. Turn and plant the right foot behind your left. Weight centered in the right hand. Left hand reaches up. Finding that side plank on the knee once again. Bending that elbow, coming to cactus arms, lifting the heart. Next, inhale, lift that left hand back towards the ceiling. Exhale, drop yourself back to table, taking cat-cow. Back to a neutral spine. Drop yourself down to your forearms. Bring your hands together in prayer position. Begin to walk your elbows away from one another, dropping your forehead towards the mat. Coming down to melting heart. Next, inhale brings you back up to tabletop. On an exhale, take cat and hold that arch to your back. Breathing here, pressing those shoulders up, let your head be heavy. Inhale, come back to a nice flat neutral spine. Exhale, turning gaze to your right heel. Inhale, center. Exhale, left, taking this side to side motion. Opening up the side bodies. One more to each side. Back at neutral. On an inhale, let your right arm sweep out to the side, straight out from your shoulder here. On an exhale, thread the arm under the left, dropping onto your right shoulder and thread the needle. Next inhale brings you back up to your tabletop. Inhale, left arm reaches out to the side, straight out from the shoulder. Exhale, thread underneath your right arm, drop to your shoulder. Next inhale brings you up to table. On an exhale, let your hips drop to your heels, forehead towards the mat. Coming down into this child's pose. Maybe take a moment to wiggle out your fingers and roll out your wrists here. We're going to move into kneeling sun salutation. So on your next inhale, lifting to kneeling, arms reach high. Finding that settled back bend here, length from the knees through the throat. Breathe here for a moment, get this stretch in your body. On an exhale, take your fold back down to child's pose. Inhale to your tabletop. On an exhale, find your down dog. Pause here and pedal out for a moment. Maybe shake your head out, yes and no, for a second. Let your head be heavy. On your next inhale, find your tabletop. Exhale, slide back to your child's pose. Pausing here in your child's again for a moment. Settle into your breath, nice and deep and long. Next, inhale, find your table. Exhale, find your down dog. Inhale, find your table. Exhale, back to child. And from here, we'll begin to flow through kneeling sun salutation. Inhaling to kneeling. Exhale, find your child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Table. Child. Rise to kneeling. child's table, down dog, table, child's. Flowing through this movement with your breath. Find your rhythm here. Settling in. Pausing where your body calls for you to pause. One more. Pausing in that final child's pose for a moment. Allow your elbows to drop towards the mat. Allow yourself to be heavy for a second. On your next inhale, lift yourself to table. Exhale, find your down dog, pedal out here. Take a nice deep bend to your right knee. Letting that left heel drop a little more. Gaze out under that left arm. Find that stretch in the left side body here. Switching sides, deep bend to your left knee, right heel drops. Gaze under your right arm. Little deeper stretch in that right side. Settle bend to both knees. Press your torso back towards your thighs. Next, inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Standing forward fold, back of your mat here. Drop heavy into your fold. Let your head be heavy. On an inhale, rise high to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking half sun salutation A's here at standing. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, fold deep. Half lift. Fold deep. Rise high. Flowing through, let the hands drop through heart center. Half lift. Fold deep. Rise high. Follow your breath here, finding your rhythm in this movement. One more. Everyone meeting, hands, heart center. Pausing here, take 3 deep, heavy sign breaths. And as it is Earth Day, I thought it appropriate that our balance pose today be tree pose. So settle into your feet here. Take that subtle rocking front and back, beginning to find those four corners of your feet. Coming to neutral, back to center, subtly rock side to side. Finding those points where your body begins to come unrooted, where you begin to come out of balance. Slowly acknowledging those points of defeat, where you are in balance, where you are rooted. Coming back to neutral. Shift your weight into your left leg. Begin to bring those right toes to the edge of the left foot. Staying right here, if this is where your tree is today. We're beginning to move the right foot either to the left calf or up to the left thigh. Finding your expression of tree today. From here, on an inhale, allowing your branches, your arms to lift and spread wide. Shoulders drop from the ears, nice and tall in your tree. Breathing deeply here. Falling in and out as you need. Next, exhale, dropping out of your tree pose. Walk out your feet here. Maybe roll your ankles out a bit. On an inhale, let the arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Settle back into your feet. Take that subtle rocking front to back and side to side. Settling into those points of your feet. Those places of balance, of rootedness. Finding yourself centered. Shift your weight into your right leg. Bring those left toes to the arch of that right foot. Staying right here or beginning to shift into your placement, your tree. Finding yourself rooted here to start. And then extending the arms high. Shoulders down from your ears. Belly button to your spine, nice and tall. Sturdy, rooted, grounded trees. On your next exhale, dropping out of your tree pose, walking it out once more. Inhale, arms rise high. Exhale, take a nice deep forward fold here. Take a bend to your knees. Let your head be heavy. Let that bend in your knees become a bit deeper, torso resting on your thighs. Bring your left fingertips to the mat. On an inhale, let that right arm reach high, right leg straighten, coming into your twist here. Next, exhale, let that right hand come down to the mat. Fingertips to the mat. Inhale, left arm reaches high, left leg straightening, finding your twist. Exhale, left hand dropping back towards the mat. Nice deep bend to the knees. On an inhale, set yourself back into chair pose. Allow your arms to reach straight out from your shoulders. Heart lifting up here in your chair. Exhale, roll yourself down to your fold. Inhale, take a nice half lift. Bring your hands to your thighs. Shoulders and elbows roll back towards the ribs. Tailbone pressing back. Crown of your head reaching forward. Exhale into your fold. Inhale, rise high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause, take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, deep fold. Plant your hands. Step your feet to down dog. Pedal out. Back at neutral in your down dog. On an inhale, shift yourself forward. Find your high plank. Pressing back through your heels, nice and strong here. On an exhale, drop your knees to your mat. Flip your feet, shoelace side down. Exhale, let your hips drop back to your heels, coming to closed knee child's pose. Bring your arms back along your legs, curling up into that little ball. Allowing your belly to press into your thighs. On your next inhale, roll yourself up, seated back in hero's pose for a moment. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Bringing your hands somewhere comfortable. Taking a moment here to find your equilibrium, your balance in your body. From there, shift yourself so that your soles of your feet are on the mat, knees are bent, back at seated. Coming back to where we were for Navasana, boat pose. Lifting the heart high. This time, keeping the feet grounded to the mat, rooted in. Tilting back on the sits bones. Inhale, lift the arms away from the body. Breathing deeply here. On your next exhale, slowly roll yourself down to your mat. Trying to keep those feet grounded to the floor as you go. And once you arrive, hug your knees into your chest. Take a nice rocking side to side here. Allow your head to be heavy and just roll with your body. Bring yourself back to a neutral spine. Reach for those outer edges of your feet or the backs of your knees. Find your happy baby. Rock yourself side to side here as well. Back at a neutral spine, hold on to your right foot. Inhale, left foot to the ceiling, left hand to your mat. Finding that half happy baby. Exhale and allow that left heel to slowly drop to the floor. Allow your shoulders to soften. Drop your right heel towards your right glute. Hugging that right knee in towards the right armpit. Allow your left hand to take the right knee. Right arm out into the T. Exhale, bring the knee across the body, coming into your twists. Allow your gaze to extend down that right arm if you'd like. Next inhale brings you back up to center. Hug the left knee in to meet the right. Take a little rocking side to side. Back to a neutral spine. Find your happy baby once more. Rock side to side here. Back at neutral, hold on to the left foot. Inhale, right foot to the ceiling, right hand to your mat. Exhale, take that slow drop of the right heel to the floor. Taking half happy baby, soften your shoulders. Drop the left heel towards the left glute. Hug the knee in towards that armpit. Right hand taking the left knee, left arm out to the side. Exhale, bring the knee across the body. Finding your twist, dropping your gaze down the left arm if you'd like. Next, inhale brings you back to center. Hug the right knee in to meet the left. Take that rocking side to side, head heavy, rolling with your body. Returning to a neutral spine. Exhale, chin to chest, full body hug, softening your shoulders towards the mat. Next, exhale, slowly let your head drop back towards the floor. Release your feet to the mat. Take any final movements your body might need. And then allow your legs to come long. Moving towards Shavasana, final resting pose. Palms of the hands open to the ceiling. Feet falling heavy away from one another. Closing down your eyes. And allowing yourself to release onto your mat. Taking a full body check-in. Beginning down at the tips of your toes. Slowly moving towards the crown of your head. Allowing your body to soften and release. Part your lips and release your jaw. Allow your eyes to become heavy in the space behind. Softening across your forehead. Three deep sighing breaths here. One to release what has been. One to release what may be. And one to release what is. Heavy in your body, peaceful in your mind, soft in your breath here. Pausing for a moment to simply be as you are. On your next inhale, allow your breath to be deep and intentional once again. Wiggle out your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrist and your ankle. Reawakening your body. Taking any other movement, maybe a nice long stretch, fingertip to toe. Breathing in the day ahead. Rising to seated when you're ready. Taking time in this transition. Hands to heart center. 3 deep breaths here together across the miles. Thumbs to the forehead center. The divine light within me recognizes and deeply reflects the divine light within you all. Namaste.